the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Austin Armadillos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
56. Check 56. Bandit. Bandit. Shoot.
80 weapon. Smooth.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Well, he'll find Hall. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to auto.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? This is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Tanner. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 24, check 24.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Ready?
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Minshew sets to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Yeah, this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Fielded at the 43. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Mike Williams, 53 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 30 on second down, Minshew throwing right, and that's complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, Echo.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ready, set.
39. Check Mike 39. Switch up, switch up.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, D.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under 10, 10. Alert flare.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Tanner. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Get it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He had his eyes up.